Today we're going to learn how to make a basic web browser. Start a new project, a Windows form application. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We're going to learn several new tools. Go to your toolbox and find menu strip. We want one of those. We want a tool strip. And then we're going to scroll back up to the top and we're going to find web browser. So there we are. We've got our menu strip, our tool strip, and our web browser. They're all pretty well docked according to the way they should be, but if you wanted to undock them, then you could click on the little tiny right arrow and do whatever you find in there. Okay, so each of these has their own little properties that you can mess with. And there you are. Now, first things first, we've got our menu, and in our menu where it says type here, we're going to do file and hit enter. Underneath that, we're going to put in the most common things. So save as, we're going to do open, we're going to do print, and we're going to do exit. Now to code each of these things, it's actually very easy. You double click on the item you want to code and you put your code in there. So for exit, we're going to put end. We'll hit enter just to make sure it cleans it up for us. And then these are going to require some special pieces, which we'll get to in just a minute. Okay, but the tool strip, in the tool strip, you can pull down the arrow and choose which item you want to be on the bar. These are going to be standard commands for a web browser. You're going to want several buttons. We'll use this one for back, this one for forward. We'll use this one for refresh. We'll use this one for stop. Then we're going to put a text box where the person could actually put in their web address, and then over here we're going to put one for go. Now if you want to put one for home, you can do that too, and you can keep on going. The way that you work with these is that you double click them and you can code each and every individual item. We're going to go ahead and put the code for the first button, which is back. You use the name of your web browser. In our case, it's web browser 1. So I'm highlighting web browser 1 and hitting tab, and that makes it pop it in for me. Then dot, and then under dot it gives you all the choices which you can use. We want back, and it's actually going to be under go back. So we find go back and we click it. We hit enter. And that's good. Back to our form. There's not a lot that we're going to do with the web browser 1. We're going to actually make it show things. It's not going to do a whole lot of extra work. But when we get things right, everything will show up in here. Okay, now let's just test it. There's nothing special here. Nothing shows up because we haven't programmed that yet. We can pull file down and nothing happens in the ones we haven't coded. The one that we did code, exit actually works. So that's the basics of setting up your web browser. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how to code things to make them do stuff.